Yo, what's up guys, it's +3 here. The reason I'm making this video, kind of like a follow-up video, is because I want to go through a few things that might help you play this class even better. I hope you follow my last guide, and if you did, I am surprised that it got such good response that I decided to, why the fuck not, just play some more. So I'm kind of back on this server again, and yeah, thanks for the good responses. It's amazing to see that people like the guide so much. So today I'm just gonna go, it's not gonna be a 33-minute video, maybe like 10 to 15 minutes, I promise you this time. I'm just gonna go through macros and a few fights I recorded, so I can showcase what I mean in the last video about rotations. Now keep in mind that I haven't played this guy for like 11 months, and I kind of started like last week. So I'm still a bit rusty when I recorded this, or I'm very rusty when I recorded this. I didn't really reach my full potential, but I'm getting back into it more and more, so I feel comfortable enough to show this to you. Right, so getting into the videos, I wanted to show you this fight, which is ICC 25 man last week, with just a random pug, right? But I wanted to showcase this fight because I do quite good DPS. I do consistent damage but I also make mistakes. That's what I wanted to say. I also make very many mistakes during this fight. And also one thing that I wanted to go through before, when you start the fight, I press, because they pull in 10, right, so they pull in 5. I pop Spirit Wolves, Spirit, Sprint, and I right click on the boss as I run up, because as soon as my character comes into range, I auto attack as soon as I come into range. And as you can see, I press Shamanistic Rage during my auto attack, so my auto attack still is dealing damage, and then I pop my totems. So what you want to do is that you want to do Spirit Wolves, right click the boss, as with Spirit Walk of course, because you want to get up to the boss fast. Then you press Shamanistic Rage, and then you press your totems, and then the rotation comes in. And as you guys know, the rotation goes Flame Shock, Storm Strike, then you have 5 stacks, and then it goes down to Shock or Fire Nova. But as you guys have heard me say in the last video, you always press Lightning Bolt first. That's your first priority. And you're gonna actually see me not doing that. Like right there, I am doing the wrong rotation because I am rusty. So I have 4 stacks, right? But there, I have 5 stacks. My Storm Strike just came up on cooldown. Now I should press Lightning Bolt, not Storm Strike. As you see me do, I press Storm Strike because I still have 5 stacks instead of Lightning Bolt. That is a mistake that is going to cost you, because you're gonna see my DPS dropping because I didn't press Lightning Bolt. So now I press Lightning Bolt, and then it goes back up a bit, but you can still see that it's going down, right? It's between 17 to 18k. If I'd done the rotation correctly, I would have broken the 18,000 DPS mark easy. As you can see, I'm steadily on 70,000, which I'm not happy with. But since this was like my second raid to coming back, I am still a bit rusty, and you can see the DPS dropping, and that's because she's facing me, so I don't have the privilege of standing behind her, which helps with my auto attacks, hits, crits, parries, everything, right? So you can see my DPS drastically dropped, and she's still facing me, and I'm actually going to die here, and flame the tanks because I thought they were slacking, which they kind of were, but still. So that's the video I wanted to show you guys about the rotation. So what happens with your damage when you actually don't keep a consistent the rotation in check? You're doing it wrong, as I did. I actually did it wrong, and that's going to cost me with me doing 14,000 DPS, and I know that I can do much better than 14,000 DPS. I'm gonna die in this fucking fight again, so I don't want to show it because it just keeps decreasing. It hurts my soul basically. But yeah, so I also have another fight here on Sorfang, which again I do a ton of mistakes. I do a ton of mistakes during this fight. First of all, for some reason I can't break the 15,000. I don't know. I press the entirely wrong buttons all the time. As you can see, but to my defense, burst around 20k. To my defense, as you can see, my mouse moving. I am trying to speak during while I'm doing this, because I thought that I recorded with voice, but I didn't. So I was really focused on trying to tell you guys what my mindset was and what kind of abilities you should use and what you should look at when doing this fight. And here's probably the reason why I did so bad damage. I'm not sure if you noticed, but during these seconds, so my flame shock runs out here, right? Bam. And it doesn't come back until here. So that's, I don't know how many seconds that is, but that's probably a good 6 seconds where I don't have flame shock on my target, and that's one thing that I'm really rusty on right now. As you guys maybe can recall from my last video, I told you guys it should be every other. You should do flame shock, earth shock, flame shock, earth shock, flame shock, earth shock, and that's the rotation. And that's why you really need to, when earth shock is on cooldown, you want to off cooldown, you want to prioritize earth shock before basically any other ability, because that means that if you press it right there when it's back up, that means that your flame shock is gonna have half the duration left of it. So when the shock spells comes back on cooldown, the flame shock has just gone out, and then you can press it again. So basically every 6 seconds you should press flame shock, earth shock, flame shock, earth shock, flame shock, earth shock. And this video right here proves what happens with your DPS when you don't do that. And as you can see, it just keeps decreasing and decreasing and decreasing to 16,000. I linked the other video with me doing like, I don't know, like, yeah, I was doing a 17,000 consistently throughout the entire fight, or 70,000. But at this point it just keeps decreasing, because as you can see, I am moving my mouse around the screen trying to talk, and it decreases to 15,000. And right there I left the flame shock. So let's see what I press here. So it's 6 seconds. 6 seconds left. Right. What I press Storm Strike. This is bad. You do not press Storm Strike again. You press Earth Shock right here, because I'm gonna miss one tick of Flame Shock if I press Storm Strike in front of Earth Shock. Storm Strike is fine. That can wait. That can wait. So what you want to do is that you want to press Storm Strike before, and right there. Last thing I want to go through. So everything is on cooldown right here. Everything. Shock spells, Fire Nova. I don't have 5 stacks. Storm Strike is on cooldown. This is the time you press Lava Lash, and let's see what happens when I press Lava Lash. Bam! I get a stack. Oh, there's the stack. But bam! I get a stack. That is the only reason you want to use Lava Lash. You do not want to use Lava Lash as a damage resource. You want to use it as a Maelstrom resource to regenerate Maelstrom. And the fight just keeps going on and on. But yeah, I'm really disappointed in myself during this fight. I had a better Death Whisper fight, clearly. But then again, it was my second raid from coming back for like 12 months. So I'm gonna keep practicing so I get back to the state I was. But yeah, so that's a little bit about that. Hopefully that wasn't too long, but that at least showcases some things. So now I want to go through a few quick things, right? What I'm using lightning bolt macro / stop casting / cast lightning bolt / stop casting. This is a really good lightning bolt macro because it cancels out every other global. So as soon as you have 5 stacks, you can press lightning bolt because it stops casting anything else that your character is currently doing. So it prioritizes lightning bolt as soon as you have 5 stacks. So this is a really good macro you want. / cast spirit walk. This is also a ability you really want. It's right here on my bar. Shift E. I press spirit wolves, then I press that. That's a really good macro. Lava lash, just to have the lava there. I like that. And a storm strike macro / cast storm strike pet attack start attack. This means that I can press spirit wolves, spirit walk, and then run up, or before I run up to the boss, I can press storm strike, and that means that my wolves will leap in, and as soon as I get up close to the boss, my character will start auto attacking and then cast storm strike. It won't cast storm strike first. It will auto attack first and then cast storm strike. Which is really good. Because you might get a wind fury proc when you run up to the boss, right? This is just a healing macro, nothing you need to know. So yeah, that's my macros. That's a little showcase on the damage meters and what I mean when I go through my rotation, as I did on my previous video. So yeah, I won't do this. I won't make this video too long, but I hope you get the point of this video, and you perhaps you learned something, or perhaps it helped you get everything into perspective when you're standing in front of a boss and you don't really know your rotation. But go through this video a bunch of times and you will see what I mean. So yeah, thanks for the great response on the other one. Take care, bye bye.